Good afternoon, everyone. Dan Henry here in the Full Warn Weather Center. We are now into kind of the second act, so to speak, of our winter storm. We saw the first bit of wintry weather late last night through this morning. It has been on and off this afternoon, and I think that's going to continue for the next couple of hours. But as we've been saying all along here, it's the second part of the storm that we're going to get Saturday night into early Sunday morning that will likely lead to the bulk of the accumulations. Temperatures have been falling all day long. Unfortunately, what that means is that road surfaces now are very cold, and so everything that falls from this point forward is likely going to stick. And so road conditions, which are already bad at this moment in time, are only going to get worse as we head through this evening and tonight. So let's get right to it here. We'll start out with our Fox 4 views. Look at Lake Ray Roberts there, looking like a winter wonderland. They've had sleet and snow there. In fact, we actually had some lake effect snow showers earlier this morning with those strong northerly winds blowing over the warmer lake waters, and indeed that did generate some lake effect snow. If you look real closely, you can see the sleet falling there in our camera. We're frozen over, unfortunately, our UT Dallas camera there at Richardson, where it's 22. Look at Possum Kingdom Lake. Here's something interesting too. Look at the lake water very closely. You can actually see steam on the surface of the lake water itself. So the water temperatures are much warmer, probably at least 40 degrees warmer than the actual air itself. And so you've got that heat and steam from the water that's actually being transferred to the air above, and it immediately condenses and it forms that steam that you see there on the water surface. 27 at the Cedar Creek Lake as well. I'm sure we've got some steam on the water there as well. That is a look at DFW Airport, and you notice I see planes sitting on the tarmac there. Oh, there's one barely crawling along. So this has obviously affected air travel going in and out of DFW Airport, because they've got to de-ice every single aircraft before they taxi and take off. 21 at DFW, 22 at Love Field, 19 at Alliance. Winds are blowing sustained 15 to 20 miles an hour, so wind chills are easily 10 to 15 degrees lower than the air temperature. So we've got single-digit wind chills right now. There's a look at Doppler radar. We've color-coded it here. Now, it's not perfect, but the purple colors are generally sleet, while the blue and white colors lean more towards snow as it's all moving off to the northeast. Let's take a first look here into the Metroplex. Generally light to moderate sleet. Where you're seeing the darker purple colors, that's where the sleet is heavier, up towards Briar for sure. Heading into Justin right now, up through the Denton area. Also down around the Ferris area and Palmer, we've got sleet that's picking up a bit in intensity. This is lifting northeastward. This is primarily snow as you head up into Montague County and Cook County, Gainesville, Valley View, down into Wise County as well, at least northern Wise, Alvord. It is leaning more towards snow, while southern portions of the county are probably more sleet. And believe it or not, we've actually had several cloud-to-ground lightning strikes with this band of sleet that moved from the Clifton and Valley Mills area on up through Lake Whitney and Hillsborough, and not seeing quite as many cloud-to-ground lightning strikes anymore, but that is thunder sleet. And indeed, I think we're going to see more thunder sleet later on this evening and tonight. And you can bet, if you're hearing thunder, that sleet is going to be very heavy, convective in nature. Here's your winter storm timing. As we head through tonight, temperatures slowly fall through the teens. I think they'll be pretty steady this evening and then fall as we head towards Sunday morning, 13. The sleet will end with some snow still by about mid-morning or so on Sunday. Still think we could see some flurries during the afternoon. That Sunday afternoon high of 19 would break a record for a record low high temperature. And I think we could also see some more lake effect snow showers with these northerly winds. So if you live on the southern shores of lakes here in North Texas, don't be surprised if we still continue to see some of those snow showers. And then all the way down to 9. That would be another record breaker early Monday morning, breaking the old record by 3 degrees. We will see sunshine, but despite that, I think we stay below freezing Monday afternoon. We're going to have to wait until early Tuesday afternoon to eclipse the freezing mark. Bitterly cold air now is overspread just about the eastern half of the country. -2 Minneapolis, 3 below Fargo, 5 in Chicago, and even as close by as Amarillo. They're only sitting at 4 above right now. And that Arctic air has found its way into deep South Texas. Look at Del Rio right now at 28 degrees on the border and 39 presently in Houston. So here's your temperature trend. Temperatures on top, wind chills on the bottom, feeling like single digits for late this afternoon. And look at the wind chills. They dive below 0 both Sunday and Monday mornings, feeling about -5. Tuesday morning, we'll see a low temperature of 13 with a wind chill of 2, and then up to 25 on Wednesday in the morning with a wind chill of 16 degrees. So these are generally, at least Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those are low temperatures in the morning with their respective wind chills. There's Futurecast again, on and off for the next couple of hours, and then it's all on as we head towards 8, 9 o'clock. This will be 100% coverage as a disturbance that's currently down in northwestern Mexico makes its way up toward North Texas. We get a much more lift, a boost in lift, and that will mean widespread sleet. Heavy at times. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear rumbles of thunder across North Texas as this heavy sleet is falling. That's midnight. Sleet continues across the entire area. 4 a.m., it's still going across much of the area. Notice to our north and west, some of those white and blue colors, that's where we see the snow mixing in. We could see some snow showers early tomorrow morning here in Dallas and Fort Worth, and maybe even a little farther south than that on the tail end of the system. And then it lifts off to the northeast, and then we just have some snow flurries perhaps in the afternoon. Still looking at 3 to 5 inch accumulations of sleet and snow to the north and northwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. A good 2 to 3 inches of mostly sleet here in the Metroplex, ending with a little layer of snow on top of that. 1 to 2 inches mainly sleet just off to our south and east, and then far southern portions of the area, I think we're looking at about up to 1 inch in sleet accumulations. I can tell you that in Grayson County, there have been some locations that have already picked up 3 inches of accumulation. Most of us right now are falling in that ½ inch to 1 inch category at the present time. But as I said, we're going to be adding to that. There's your 7-day forecast, and there is no doubt about it. We are going to be in the deep freeze for the next few days. We'll finally get above freezing Tuesday and still staying quite chilly all the way into next weekend. I think we get another reinforcing shot of cold air, and there's a slight chance of a little rain-snow mix towards the end of the week there on Friday. Partly sunny Saturday with a high of about 39 degrees. So the winter storm warning continues. They have extended the extreme cold warning now all the way through Monday morning due to the fact that it's going to be just bitterly cold all weekend long, right through Monday morning. Obviously, many school districts have already announced that there will be no school on Monday. Make sure you check our website and social media pages for any updates there. But chances are, I really don't see many folks at all going to school on Monday morning, because I suspect road conditions, even though the storm will already be gone, are going to be very bad through Monday morning. And even into the afternoon, we get some sunshine. We'll see a little bit of melting despite the fact that temperatures won't get to freezing. So we'll still see a little melting and then another refreeze on the way Monday night into Tuesday morning as temperatures dip down into the low to mid teens. So that's a look at what's happening now across North Texas and what I expect for the remainder of the weekend. Make sure you stay tuned to Fox 4. We'll continue to have additional coverage. Got a special newscast on our sister station, KDFI Channel 27. I believe that's at 6 o'clock. And then you can join us for Fox 4 News after the basketball game later tonight. We'll also be doing additional coverage on Fox Local. So there are many avenues for you to keep up to date here at Fox, our social media pages too, and we'll try to keep you a few steps ahead of the storm. Thanks for joining me. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you on the air.